Welcome back to JLC TV, the series where we show you how we built a 50-person IT distribution business and how we're going to take it from a £50 million company to a £100 million company. And what it is, the day-to-day of running it, what we do, the ups and downs, the highs and lows, and the stuff you have to deal with. Anyway, the reason why I've done this huge hook intro is because we don't have our editor Marshall in, so I'm telling you all about it without like the jazzy stuff that he does. But hopefully you like my captions. Let me know what you think about the captions, guys, below. And we didn't get any questions on yesterday's video, so it didn't give us any topics to put in here. So we're just gonna go with what we hope that you like. But there's a lot to be getting on with. Let's get the updates for the business so far. Right, UK, it wasn't a good day yesterday. UK, we did sub 20 grand, which I think we needed another 10 grand in sales yesterday just to cover the costs of the people in our building, all of the costs associated to the business. As you know, 50 people is a lot of, you have slow days like yesterday. Like I said before, it's not like, oh yeah, we did sub 20 grand. No, it's 20 grand, sub 20 grand especially doesn't do anything. It does opposite. However, we had a very, very good day in Europe. As you guys remember, I said that we were 50 grand off of breaking even. And yesterday, with 6 working days left, we did 6,800 in Europe alone. And admittedly, with the UK's results, we're only like 20 grand off of breaking even now. So we should break even by the end of play today. I mean, arguably, we might be at about break even, but there's some special incidents. And yeah, so we're not quite there yet. But 6,800 in Europe, that means that we've won breakfast for the guys here, which is amazing. Laura did all of that single-handedly, so well done, Laura. Pretty much was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the challenges that I have with this, and I was telling Beak, and I don't think people believe me, right, is that, because you know there's plenty of people who run businesses and probably plenty of people aren't saying these things, but maybe they just don't, maybe they just dealt with these more gracefully. But anyway, I'm struggling to keep up on my WhatsApps and my emails because, yeah, it's just non-stop. So now what I'm doing is I'm setting an hour aside each day. Yo, bro, how's it going? Gonna be a big day, innit?
Big day.
Sick.
Big day yesterday.
What is it? Nice. Yeah, what are you expecting today in Europe? Yeah? How's your dogs coming today?
In Ireland, but what else? Well, I come by the end of the week, by Friday. Usually Friday, because that's when they place the orders every Friday.
Nice.
Do you have bits and bobs?
What's the turnover for the 100 ducks?
6 grand.
6 grand?
6.5 grand. Yeah.
Seriously.
But I have bits and bobs as well, so I think I might have to cut this bit out on that one. That would be so.
Mega. All right, nice one, brother.
Thanks, sir.
Good man.
Right, so yeah, just keeping on top of my emails and my WhatsApps is like a mammoth task. I come away from my phone for 10 minutes and I can't catch up with stuff. To be honest with you, even JLC TV's put like a pressure on that, I think, because more people are contacting me because of that. So I am my own worst enemy. However, I need to get to a place where I can deal with it better. So my plan is now, time is like 8:30 in the UK, sorry, 8:30 in Europe because Owen's just come in. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set an hour to just organize everything every single morning. So my first task of the day, before I even go get the breakfast sandwiches for Europe, who so well won them yesterday, I'm gonna clear my emails and clear my WhatsApps. So whatever happens, by 10 a.m., everything's clear. And if it all starts to get like messy during the day, then I'll just reply to the people who are closest to me. And after that, I'll reset and do it again. Because at the moment, I'm trying to keep on top of it all day long. And it's become a full-time job looking after emails and WhatsApp. But I realized I must be overburdening myself because there's some people who you only hear from them once a day. They'll respond to you once a day. So I'm now becoming that guy because you want to be able to help everyone all the time, but it's just not feasible. There's only so much for me to go around. So we're going to change that. I got some invoices I got to pay, just tidying up some like paperwork. And then I'm going to touch base with the group, find out about the results in the UK. Obviously, we heard some of what's going on here with Europe, but I'm going to find out in the UK and I'll be speaking to Beak about that. And we are going, not in this order actually, because we'll get the sandwiches after I have cleared my emails, but we're gonna go get the Europeans sandwiches. So yeah, Beak, what ops do you know about turnover-wise?
So Jack's expecting 75 wavelengths.
Nice.
Docking stations today, hopefully. All Joels are still there, just waiting on them. Ricky's off now for the week, but his run rate is always high, so we can always rely on him even when he's not here. Penny's still quite far ahead for the month, so that's good. So hopefully we see some bits from her today. It's quite a day yesterday for most of them. But yeah, Ricky and Joel had a really good day yesterday, so hopefully Jack can pull those wavelengths out the bag and we get some other bits.
Nice, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Would you like to give us a tour around the warehouse?
Sure.
Show me this warehouse. We're going to add some interesting stuff into this.
Let me just grab my coffee en route.
Alright, so right now we're on 73,000 euros out here. We're about to close up on a very strong month. And this gives you some context. So 73,000 is a run rate of about 1 million per year. And look, this is the kind of warehouse spacing we're using. So when I say that I think we could get to easily 500,000 a month out here, see what I mean? Because we're not utilizing the space like we could. So we're already going to do probably 100,000 in turnover this month.
Yeah.
From this tiny little warehouse with very limited amount of stock.
Most of our stock we stock in the big UK warehouse, so we will always be able to do that. So yeah, we can get really far out here with just what we've got.
Yeah, guys, those who have kept up with the series and watched the other episodes, you just go back to any other episode from last week before Marshall went on holiday, because we obviously have both warehouses in each episode. I go back to the UK tomorrow, we drive back. But yeah, you'll see the UK is a mammoth of a warehouse. We really have tons and tons of stock here. So what we do here is we don't want to be overcommitted in terms of space out here in Europe. So we have beautiful office space, 2 of them, and 2 warehouses. But when the stock stops selling, we don't want to keep it out here. Also, there's another reason for that, is if we had a load of space out here with a huge warehouse, what happens? Well, Jeffrey, who looks after the warehouse, will start to fill the space. But the problem is filling the space doesn't work for us because we need to slowly build the stock because we don't have that kind of spare cash. So as a business, growth isn't just something where it's like, no, we have to go like slowly. Otherwise, a big order comes or something, it can completely wipe you out. Just being able to afford to do business as you're on a growth cycle can be very hard. And if you're not making profit and you're growing, that's even harder. That's what we've been doing for here 2 years. We've only got to a point now where we're like breaking even. But imagine that we're not even breaking even and you're having to support growth. That's where it can be super taxing on cash. And great, you've got a profitable UK business. All right, let's see how much of we can take from that good work doing this. You really, when you're spinning these plates, so much to think about. So when you have days like yesterday and Europe does well, it feels great. But then you want a day, and I know it's coming. I think a day this month is going to come where it's like, we're going to nail UK, we're going to nail Europe, and we're going to nail JLC TV. Obviously, you guys already watching JLC know we're nailing it, but we need those UK figures. Anything to touch on that, Biggsy?
No, that was, I think, covered everything.
Beautiful. All right, well, we're going to get some breakfast sandwiches shortly. All right, Prinas?
Great, Angel. You just tell me when.
All right, perfect. Over and out. We've had the door fixed, which is lovely.
Oh, great.
Look, just swing it shut. You're going to see this seamless. Beautiful. I have just completed day 1 of catching up on all of my emails and all of my WhatsApps before 9 a.m. So I'm clean as a whistle now. And if people message me during the day where I get overrun or busy, I'm not going to feel bad about not replying until tomorrow. Same thing. And you know what? I think this is going to stop me missing messages. Message below if anyone else does anything like this. Surely I'm not the only person who's come up with a system to make their life easier like this. I'm sure there's a lot of professionals, especially for those watching on LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot. And for those who are watching on YouTube who haven't followed us on LinkedIn, please go check out. And for those who are watching on LinkedIn, make sure you go follow the YouTube channel because the YouTube has more content and longer episodes. Maybe I'm being obnoxious thinking you want to see my face for longer, but hey, it's not only my face. When Marshall's back, there's a lot more interesting stuff. You get to see what's going on in the UK warehouse. And actually, on that note of the UK warehouse, I'm driving back tomorrow to the UK warehouse, obviously from our office here in Almelo, Holland. And it's a 10-hour drive. And when I get back to our office in Bristol, the work starts. And the work, as you guys will know, is us doing up the bathrooms. We're having a new kitchen counter and basin put in the kitchen. And we're having a new bathroom for the boys and a new bathroom for the girls. So shout out to Mandy, who has arranged all of the tiles. I think it's Mandy and Arlene, actually, have arranged all the tiles. I don't know what color scheme they've gone for, so they've chosen. And I'm sure they have got a great stylish eye, so I didn't ask to sign off in it. I just said I got their confidence. Sorry, they've got my confidence. And then, guys, and this is why you guys are going to have to make sure you subscribe. Look, I'm going to ramble. This isn't much about business right now, but we are going, guys, and this is why you need to subscribe, because we are going to have a special guest. And some of you guys who have watched the earlier episodes are going to know who we plan on getting, but we're going to get a special guest in, not a lookalike. We're going to get a special guest to come and cut the ribbon for the grand opening of the boys and the girls toilets at JLC Distribution UK. And you know what? We'll probably do a similar thing out here when we get our own unit, but that's a little while off. We need to get to probably 200, 300,000 euros a month, and then we're going to start looking at a forever home. Like I said, we want to have something where we're starting to recreate the UK. And we're going to be looking at new warehousing space for the UK. That's in action, actually. Yeah, time to get bigger. A lot of what I've said to you guys, you need to act as if you're the person who you want to become and the things fall in place around you. So why would I think that it'd be any different when it comes to something like having a warehouse space? I literally tell you that a goldfish will grow to the size of its tank. So why are we constraining ourselves with a tank where we're bursting out the sides in the UK? So it's just physics. Is that physics? Biology. That's business biology, guys. That our tank back home is small and our business is a goldfish, and right now it's literally spilling out over the side. So we need a bigger tank. If we want our goldfish to turn into a shark, that's what we need to do. Yo, these cheesy motivational thoughts that are going through my head are good. I actually think that. But you know what? Like, it sounds crazy, but if for real it's true. If you act as if you are, it comes. If you really want something and you keep going up doing the same thing every single day, it works. I've seen some of the craziest business ideas, which in my thick head, I thought, no way is that going to work. And like 2-3 years later, I catch up with them and I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. So I do think there's something in this. Don't stop and it works out. Make your tank bigger and you become a bigger fish. That science is crazy. Can't deny it. Right, so I'm going to head out in a second to get the breakfast sandwiches with Beak. And I look forward to seeing what we do today. It's going to be a very, very big day. Yo, BC, what's going on? Why? These guys are starving in here.
We're going to get them breakfast sandwiches.
Right. Well, they're not going to make themselves. They don't just appear on people's desks.
Jack's orders came in.
But we really need the project.
How big?
So one of them's really big, but we can't invoice it until July.
Alright,
Turnover was,
no one's fault.
I think it was like 27.
Nice, 27 grand.
And the one we can send today, turnover is like 10.
Mega. That's a great start today then. Breakfast already won.
But yes, okay, so yes, I'll
For
leave it to
UK.
it.
Tomorrow, UK.
Can't
Should
smash it now,
hopefully,
Ken,
yeah,
we've got this.
great, yeah.
Please.
Will be.
Perfect.
We can't let
Alright.
Ricky be dust.
Yeah, nice.
We can't let...
I'll tell you what, put a message into the group and say,
It's close.
you guys can have breakfast today. Well done, early day.
Jack,
Is
yeah.
the hostess
Let me
re-registered?
find them. Thanks to Jack today, guys. You guys are allowed
Come on
breakfast
then, Pen,
today.
you've got this.
Early day, good start.
I tell her,
You can't have Europe fed and not them when they're pulling in numbers like this.
Yeah. That's
Alright,
true.
BT, let's get you on the road.
Okay. Let's get me on the road.
Let's walk the line. You get the sandwiches, right? Send the orders.
alright, thank you.
Thanks, Nick.
You need your mug, do you?
I'm going to put it in the sink on the way out.
Scurry along, come on.
Oh, I don't like scurry. That's like a rat.
We're on our way to get sandwiches, guys, but with what we've already had from Jack and the run rate that we've already had, we're already on 40 grand and it's not even 10 a.m. So crazy day. UK's now got breakfast, Europe already had breakfast, and hopefully they independently both win breakfast for tomorrow as well. Let's go.
Let's get you out.
You got car keys, yeah?
Yes.
Sick. Crazy day, Evie.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be a
And
good
we were
day.
looking at results yesterday. Me and Beak were going through results year on year to check that we were up on last year. Yep. So what do we know? We know the order volumes were like 50% up on order volumes, but we knew the back last week of April goes crazy. So now what happens? Before 10 a.m., me and Beak started today. We said, today is going to be a crazy day. Already 40 grand before 10 a.m. It's going to be mega, guys.
It is. Let's get out into that sunshine.
Let's get out into that sunshine. Pass me the camera, Beaksy. What do you reckon we're going to turn over for the day, Beak? So we're on 40 already.
70.
70. Alright, guys. Hey, how's it going?
What have we got for the guys?
I don't know, what have we got for the guys?
We've got 2 chicken thigh baguettes,
2 chicken thigh baguette.
And 1 filet American.
And 1 filet American. Whose is whose?
Emre has the filet American.
We were never meant to.
And Jeffrey and Ines have the chicken thigh. Ines has without cucumber, and Jeffrey has without sauce. Sometimes.
Nice. And Owen's not having?
So Owen and Laura will probably go to Downies and Brownies.
Ah, nice.
And get some a coffee.
Best brownies in town.
They are.
Alright, well, hopefully when we check in tomorrow, it's been a big day. Obviously 40 grand we're already on right now.
Yeah.
Beaks bet as we get to 70. And guys, any questions or anything you have for the business, make sure you comment them down below and subscribe to the channel, guys. I'll see you on the other side.